money. Last time you pretty much cleaned me out.
Yeah.
Well, Captain, how's the bounty hunting business these days?
Just slim pickings right now, Mr. Wardell. Very slim pickings.
Well, you figure with all the bad people running around this territory, your business would be booming, sir.
You'd think, but all I got's these two, and that's it. Mr. Johnny Ringo and Miss Annie Rogers. Y'all seen them? Take a look at them.
Let me take you over here. No, that's what I've seen him.
No, that doesn't ring a bell.
Look at this little filly. Wonder how she got on the bad side of the law.
I have no idea how an angel like that would be on the bad side.
I don't know if I'd turn her in if I did see her. What about you?
I don't know if I would.
Yeah, you're not helping much, you know that.
How about a 5-card stud?
Sounds good to me. About wiped me out. Oh, hello, little fellow. What can we do for you? Oh, that'd be him, sir.
Yes, sir. Captain Jacob Hawkins. Mark.
Haven't you got something else to do, boy?
Let's see what's in the package.
Okay. Right then.
Must not get much mail around here.
Almost feels like Christmas.
I don't think I've had a package from the Pony Express in years. Must be an important fellow.
Captain Hawkins, I hope this package finds you, and I hope it finds you well. Enclosed are a despicable lot. Please capture and return for trial and hanging. Any who will not return, send to meet their makers. Sincerely, Honorable Judge Parker. Yes, I think it might be Christmas. Let's see.
What else you got in that bag, boy?
Look at here, boys.
I don't think anything that's in this bag is none of your business.
Well, I don't think this boy likes me.
I'm straight, I don't.
Make sure you keep this bottle full, would you, little fella?
Okay.
Okay. What you got there, sir? Look at this.
I think I'm going to have enough money to play against you today, Mr. Waterdale.
Well, I don't take credit for people you ain't caught yet.
Well, looks like he's set for the next few weeks.
I'm back in business.
Welcome, folks. I'm glad you could make it for another Draw Western Roundup. What are we watching today, fellas?
It's a Lee Van Cleef movie, God's Gun.
Yeah, 1976.
Now, we talked about what movie we were going to kind of watch, and we kept bouncing it around whether we was going to watch. We knew we wanted to watch a Lee Van Cleef, but we didn't know if we were going to watch. We talked about Death Rides a Horse, and we talked about, what was the other one? The Grand Duel.
Right.
But why did we decide on God's Gun?
Well, it does have Jack Palance in it, and Richard Boone.
That's a couple legendary figures in this genre.
Yeah.
And it's also got Lief Garrett in it.
Lief Garrett.
And let's not forget
No, Sybil Danning.
Sybil Danning.
That's right, Sybil Danning.
That girl was easy on the eyes, didn't she?
Very.
Now, so that's the reason we decided on it, folks. This movie's got a little more violence than we're used to seeing. I mean, there's violence in Westerns. That just comes with the territory. This is a violent territory. But this one is a little more graphic, so kind of watch this one with a little more care. But the reason we decided to go with this one over the other ones is because of the cast and the director. That would be, got it written down right here, John Franco Parolini. That's why I had to write it down over here, John Franco Parolini. See, I got it written right beside the hat right there. Yeah, but you'll notice that his name's not that on the credits. What is it again?
Frank Kramer.
Frank Kramer. Now, the reason he did that was because otherwise you had to look inside your hat to see what his name was. So he went by Frank Kramer on American movies, and in the European movies, he went by John Franco Parolini.
I can't even pronounce it.
Didn't he do a lot of those westerns over there?
He certainly did. He did the Sabata trilogy. You guys remember that one?
That was Lee Van.
Yeah, the Lee Van Cleef too. Yep. And he did the Sartana movies. He actually did a couple of movies with Terrence Hill and Bud Spence. I mean, the guy actually is a very, very well-known and well-respected director. He did even a few of the sword and sandal movies of the 1960s.
Yeah, those Hercules.
The Hercules movies, he sure did. And but you can see the flashes of brilliance in here. Like I like right in the beginning when it shows that puppet scene. Remember that?
Yeah.
Right at the very beginning. If you notice that scene, you see the puppet, and then it opens up, and then the camera goes right over the guy's shoulder, and you see the bad guys riding into town. That's a nice shot.
Yeah.
And you know, so the guy he knew his way around the set. This one though is legendary for kind of what it doesn't have. It doesn't have a whole lot of. Well, I don't want to be unkind because every western's a good western.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
But this
yes.
one's kind of, there's a few plot holes here and there, and a little more ultra violence than we're used to seeing in a spaghetti western. Now, some of the spaghetti westerns, especially the Django,
Very violent.
yeah, they got very violent.
Yeah.
This one, you know, it's not the John Wayne sort of violence. You actually see somebody get shot in the face and things like that. But it's a good movie. If you give it a chance and you like the spaghetti western, I like God's Gun.
Well, you know, Lee Van Cleef was known for wanting his movies to be accurate. And if there was going to be violence, he wanted the violence to look accurate.
Yeah, I read that. He said that he didn't want it to look cartoonish. That if there's going to be violence, he wanted people to know that violence was not pretty, it was ugly. And so he kind of liked in his movies, liked it to look a little more graphic.
Well, one of the things that really caught me about this movie is I like the way, because he plays not just one character, but two. He
Right.
plays twin brothers.
Brothers.
Yep.
Yes, please, yes, please. I was hoping you did.
Oh yeah, it's about time to watch a movie.
It is.
We got to get our libation in before we start playing cards. If this gambler over here is going to take our money again, this might be the only meal we eat today. So I think we should go ahead and, you know, you want to get started on the movie, and we'll come back and we'll talk about Lee Van Cleef and some of the other stars on it a bit more. Well, folks, we're glad you joined us for another Draw Western Roundup, and let's get ready to watch God's Gun, shall we, gentlemen? God's Gun,
God's Gun.
starring Lee Van Cleef here on Draw Western Roundup. Deal them up.
All right. Let's say $2 to open.
Oh, I like $2. That sounds so much better. I think last time we got together, we opened for $20.
Well, the captain ain't been too busy, so he says.
Oh,
We'll see.
he's giving you a break, Cap.
Look, right now I can't afford to lose everything. Give me a few weeks, and I'll be a little more flush.
If you remember it, last time we got together, he had a coin drop out of his sleeve. It was kind of cute.
I don't want to think about that.
I think you fellas are forgetting something.
What's that? Oh,
I don't necessarily-
your iron's on the
I don't
table.
necessarily trust you guys just yet. We're friends and all, but
I'm glad you
Money's
said
money.
that. All right, let's play.
What's wrong, honey? What's the matter?
Come on,
honey.
Hold it, boy, or you're dead.
Come on, sweetheart. Come on.
Here you are, boys.
Hey, let's get the hell out of here. Maggie! Maggie! Shut up. You heard my buddy. Shut up.
Let's go. Here, take these. Cheers!
Let me have it.
That's not the way to win, Johnny. To hit the mark just takes a little practice, Johnny. Just like everything else.
Johnny, did you finish polishing the glasses for me?
First we thank the Lord for the morning. Then we clean the church. Then he can polish her glasses. Sick grapes make sour wine.
You think you could teach me how to shoot a gun sometime?
Johnny, I don't think I remember very well.
Then why do you keep that gun in the drawer?
It's not mine. I'm holding it for somebody.
It's Lewis's gun, isn't it?
That's right.
I sure wish you could tell me about him. I heard he was one of the best shots around.
Maybe. And maybe there was one better.
If I ever meet Lewis, I'll have him teach me how to shoot a gun.
I don't think you're gonna meet him. Down in Mexico somewhere.
There a chance he's dead?
I hardly think so.
You want a drink, stranger?
Well, that'll do me for a start. Hi.
Hi. They call me Chesty.
No kidding. You know, Jess, I think I'm gonna like this place. Looky here. Jess? Thank you,
Chesty.
Oh, yes, Chesty. How about letting someone else play for a while?
They're real polite around here.
Yeah, saves a lot of ammunition.
Johnny, come here.
Hey, boy. Now, what are you doing here? Why the hell ain't you in school?
It's my saloon.
You see, ask a stupid question
And you get an answer.
Where's your father?
He's dead. Killed in a gunfight.
That's too bad. Wasn't fast enough with his gun, huh?
He was too fast. So they shot him in the back.
Who shot him?
I don't know. Happened before I was born.
Johnny! I told you to come here.
She's not bad, huh?
Yeah? I think we're gonna have ourselves a good time here. Now, ain't we, Chesty?
That's up to you, stranger.
Oh, hot damn!
This is a respectable place, mister. You ask for whiskey and that's what you get. Just whiskey.
Oh, this is Wild Mare's milk, ma'am, and mighty fine, too.
I don't think you heard me. I said this is a respectable place.
Yes, ma'am, I hear you. I hear you now.
This is a respectable place.
Oh, boy. Not you, too. Oh! Now.
Half full. See ya. Royal flush.
One of you get the sheriff.
Oh, no, we don't need a sheriff, ma'am. We need a preacher. It's a case of self-defense. Everybody saw it was a case of self-defense. Right, fellas?
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Sure
right.
it was.
Somebody go get the sheriff. Johnny!
No, Jack. Now, please, ma'am. I thought you said this was a respectable joint.
Johnny, what happened?
Judge, those are the same men who held up the bank in Crane City. They also molested a young girl there.
Go home. And not only in Crane City, but also in Maverick, Normandy, and Spotswood. Not to mention Brighton.
What can we do, Judge?
Go call the sheriff.
You cowards! Cowards! A man has been killed and all you do is stand around. Isn't there anybody in this town with guts enough to do something about it? A man's been killed, murdered right here in the saloon. I thought we were supposed to have a sheriff in this town. Judge Barrett.
Get out of the way.
Sheriff, why don't you go after them? Are you going to let them get away with this? You can't let them get away.
Jenny, those men are gone.
Judge Barrett, something has to be done. This man was killed. He was murdered by the Claytons. The Claytons. They have to be stopped. They have to be arrested.
Do you know the Claytons?
Listen, Sheriff,
Jenny, take it easy. I'm glad those people are gone. I don't want any more trouble in this town.
And going after them would just mean risking the lives of all these people.
But they must be punished.
Mine is the vengeance, saith the Lord. Take your boy outside. Sheriff, I want to borrow your horse.
For what?
I got some business to take care of.
Father. Now, why don't you stay the hell out of this? The Claytons are a very rough bunch, and I don't want any more of them in this town. Well, I suppose you'd better take this. Now, you people listen to me. Anything happens in this town, the responsibility is his.
Sorry for this. Sorry to destroy your slumber, gentlemen.
Well, boys, look who we got here. Local soul savior yourself. And what can we do for you, Father?
Spit it out, Father. What the hell do you want?
Now, damn it, Jess, them's plain bad manners. Please sit down, Father. We're always available for a good confession. Oh, Zeke, pour some coffee for our guest here.
I came to return your nephew's property, Clayton. I'm asking you to come back to Juneau City with me. The judge is waiting for you. I have the other one, too. I wouldn't try it if I were you.
Yeah, Jess, he's right. That man is right. Don't try it. Now, that voice rings a bell. Is it possible that we have met before?
I don't believe we've had the pleasure. Let's go, young man. I don't want to miss my morning mass.
Well, Father, I'm afraid you're just gonna have to miss it. So the holy man don't travel alone? Yes, I think you better go along with him. Oh, yeah. He's all yours, Father.
Thanks for the horse, Sheriff.
Damn it. I smell trouble. Now, him I don't understand. He founded this community. This Christian community is a peaceful, law-abiding place.
Sheriff, why not call the marshal? Don't take on the responsibility by yourself.
Yeah, let's try the telegraph.
You're late for morning mass, Father.
Better late than not at all. Well, Johnny. And where were you last night? You didn't put out the candles. Go ring the bell, young man. I thought you didn't know how to use a gun.
How did he know it was me?
Did you put it back?
Hi, Tom. Hi. Judge?
This food's slop. It's not fit for the horses. In a few hours, it won't matter. You'll be hanging from a rope. I'll piss on your grave before I hang from a rope. You tell that to your sheriff, huh? Don't! I want to watch the jerk hang.
Try that again and I'll cut you in two. Get it?
I'll keep the key safe till the morning. You check later with the sheriff. Come on, get the guns. Inside the bench. Bench. Listen, I told the judge I was going to piss on his grave, and I'm a man of my word.
Now, wait a minute. Let's get the priest first.
Why not get them both, huh? Come on.
Hold it. Sam says wait till sunrise, we wait.
Come on.
Go back to sleep, huh?
Good morning, Father.
Beautiful morning.
Mom said you did a great job the other night.
With God's help. And yours too, Johnny.
Captain, I guess you're gonna want another, aren't you?
Well, I was hoping that you.
I'd say Mr. Wardell. I got a full house, sir. Aces and jacks. Right, Todd? Starting to run a little dry here, boys. Hey, son, can you bring us another bottle?
Yeah.
What stuff goes down here? What is that? J.R. Williams whiskey out of Louisville. Isn't that guy out of Southern City? I remember hearing that name a lot in Southern City. Seemed like he was there.
I think I saw his name on one of these.
Put that stopper in a bit, so.
Oh, sorry about that, Mr. Wardell. Thank you, son. Hey, by the way, come here. Remember those steaks we got last time we was here? Those were mighty fine steaks. You think you guys would like to have another one of those?
That sounds about right.
And remember what to tell him. We want a good cut of beef, and how do we want it cooked?
There it is.
That's it, son. And wait, didn't I ask you all ago, what do you get in that bag there?
I don't think you'll like the answer to that question.
Let's go get us a steak, would you, boy? Okay, thank you, son. I'm telling you. I thought he was going to cut me a while ago.
He's going to get you before it's done.
You're going to run out of warnings. And then,
Well, welcome back, folks. We've been playing cards and watching a movie. You gotta say, it's an interesting film. Now, Jack Palance is in this, of course, and the great Lee Van Cleef. Both these guys made some legendary westerns. Lee Van Cleef's career, the time he hit it big, you know, when I read something very interesting about Mr. Van Cleef, that he was ready to give up acting. In '64, he was actually turning over, started to become a painter.
Interior decorating.
Interior decorating. Isn't that something? Lee Van Cleef, old angel eyes. Interior decorators. That's what they say. You can never judge a book by its cover. Him and his wife, I heard, were getting into it. They were in quite a bit of demand too. And I mean, at that time, I think he had done 100, maybe 100 different TV shows.
The man was in just about every single Western TV show that was out there. Bonanza,
Rawhide.
I saw him on The Rifleman one day.
Gunsmoke.
Gunsmoke. He did, but you know, he kind of felt his career was going nowhere. And at that time, Sergio Leone contacted him and wanted him to play in a spaghetti western. And of course, we know what that was. That was for a few dollars more.
That was his first of the spaghetti western.
Yep, and of course, that made him an international superstar. Who did he play? Mortimer in that, wasn't it?
Yeah, Colonel Douglas Mortimer.
Colonel Douglas Mortimer.
I always got that one and Good, Bad, Ugly backwards. For some reason, I kept thinking that.
Oh, it was the Grand Trilogy, wasn't it? It was
For a few dollars more was first, and then you had you had Fistful of Dollars was first.
Right, Fistful of Dollars.
A few dollars more, and then of course the Good, Bad, and the Ugly.
And then of course the Good, Bad, and the Ugly just topped it off. I think probably one of the greatest westerns ever made.
Well, did you know that his first big movie was Highlander?
I remember that, yeah, but if I remember correctly, he didn't even have a speaking part in that.
No, but he was going to. He was supposed to. He was supposed to play the deputy to Gary Cooper.
Oh, yeah.
And they wanted him to get a nose job. He said, no, I'm not going to do it. I said, okay.
Which is ironic because his character in that movie, even though he didn't talk, was so well received and so memorable that it launched his career. And yeah, they did. They asked him, said, "Can you get that nose fixed and we'll let you play one of the co-stars in it?" And he said, "No, I don't think so." And luckily for us, he didn't do it.
Yeah.
Now let's talk. I mean, you know, of course, Lee Van Cleef. He worked, like I said, all of his life. In the 1980s, he kind of got away from westerns. He made a couple more westerns after this one, and then he went into television. You guys remember The Master?
That was one of my favorite shows.
I love that show. I love that show. How improbable. Yeah, Lee Van Cleef. He would be, you know, of course, he was a big, tall man, and he would walk around. You could kind of tell that gait stuff. He'd put on the ninja outfit, and he'd be a foot shorter and could jump over buildings. It was amazing. But I love the show.
Don't forget Escape from New York.
That was awesome. How iconic was that? Yeah. You know, I also read that John Carpenter said that he cast Lee Van Cleef as one of the main characters in The Thing. But scheduling conflict, he couldn't do it because he had just done Escape from New York.
Huh.
Can you imagine that?
He has been in a lot of movies.
He worked, like I said, he worked all the way up to the end. He was in demand. He even went overseas. Did you ever see any of his commercials he did, beer commercials? Look at some of them up. They're just absolutely amazing. They're just funny. And yeah, he worked for a company doing beer commercials. And I think what I read was he got $1 million a commercial. That's pretty good money.
Pretty good money for a commercial.
Love Lee Van Cleef. Now, of course, let's talk about
Jack Palance, or
Jack Palance.
Palance.
We were just talking about there are several different ways to pronounce his name. Now he pronounced it. I think he pronounced it Palance. And then other people pronounce it Palance. So everybody has their different pronunciations, but no doubt the man was absolutely strong. You know, everybody kind of remembers him from City Slickers. So they remember this jovial, laughing guy. And I was reading about Richard Widmark said that of all the tough guys he ever played with, the only guy that truly physically scared him was Jack Palance.
Well, you know that he was a heavyweight boxer.
Yeah, I remember hearing that.
And went up against the soon-to-be champion. And evidently did pretty good. He lost, but evidently did pretty good.
Yeah, they said once he got into acting, and then he went away to the war. But as a matter of fact, he did a performance of Requiem for a Heavyweight in the late 1950s, and he won an Emmy for that. It was just a one thing, written by Rod Serling, by the way. Oh, yeah, but he was absolutely fabulous in that. I also heard an interesting story. Have you heard the one about him and Marlon Brando?
Yes, yes, I did hear about that.
Well, he was the understudy on Streetcar Named Desire on Broadway to Marlon Brando. Of course, Marlon Brando was iconic in that role, but Jack Palance was his understudy. So they hung a heavy bag up in the dressing room to work out on. So one night, Marlon Brando's holding the heavy bag, and Jack Palance just happened to miss it and broke Brando's nose. So Brando was out. Jack Palance was in, and that's how his career got going. So that was his big break, was getting on Streetcar.
Literally.
His big break was knocking Marlon.
Maybe that was an accident, and maybe it wasn't. Maybe it wasn't.
That's what I was wondering. It's like, but anyway, but I just the guy did everything.
Oh, including mention the sword and sandal movies. He actually did one of my favorite cult movies of all time, and that's Hawk the Slayer.
Oh, I love that movie. Yeah, great movie. Was Sybil Danning in that?
No.
I remember she did quite a few of those. I remember when he did in the 70s, he did Dracula, Dr. Jekyll.
Speaking of, kind of getting a little off topic, I understand, but you know, they did the comic book version of Dracula back in the 70s. With the I can't remember the artist, but the famous comic book artist based him off of Jack Palance.
Oh, you know what?
He said he had the look, and that was exactly what he pictured Dracula being.
Well, you know, one of the things they say about God's gun is, they say, if nothing else, if you see all the flaws in the movie, but the one thing they said to keep an eye on is his performance. That he plays such a evil bad guy in this, and it's absolutely riveting to watch him do it.
And his son in there with him too, Cody Palance.
I did not know that till you mentioned that to me.
Sure.
You said he's the one in the beginning, right?
He is the one. He's wearing the maroon long coat and the gambler hat.
Gambler.
I did not know that till you told me that. Well, let's get back to the movie, folks. We'll talk some more when we get back, and we got to play some more cards. Hey, boy, how's that steak coming along?
Good.
All right, guys, let's play here.
All right, anybody need cards?
No, let's see what I got.
If I ever meet Lewis, I'll have him teach me how to shoot a gun.
I don't think you're gonna meet him. Down in Mexico somewhere.
Hi, honey. Hey, take a look what's happening now, huh? Things is taking a change for the better. The judge is on our side. From now on, I'm the law in Juneau City.
Judge Barrett, Judge Clayton killed a man in my saloon, and now Father John's dead, too.
Oh, now listen, sweetheart. Now, we came for Jess because he is innocent. Now, everybody knows it was a case of self-defense. Now, ain't that right, Judge? Ain't that right, Judge?
Well, what about the priest, huh? Who killed him? Have you forgotten about him already?
What the hell was that? You don't mean to tell me there are horse thieves in this town?
Horse thieves?
Yeah, horse thieves.
Sam! That little blonde kid. He just took 2 of our horses.
Johnny! Let me go! Johnny! Johnny!
You know, that's how I got started, too.
Yeah, stealing horses?
Yeah, stealing horses. Come on, go get him. Little bastard.
Sheriff! Sheriff! Let me go! Let me go! Somebody has to call the marshal and Comstock. Do you hear me?
Oh, now listen, honey, that telegraph is broken. That right, Sheriff?
You bastard!
Me? Come on.
Bastard thinks he outsmarted us. Take care of the horse there. I'll go after him.
We found one horse. Rip's still out there looking for the kid.
Where is he? I want to go.
Oh, shut up,
Let me
will you?
go.
Yeah, get her out of here. Unless we can get that kid, he can cause us a lot of trouble.
Mike's right. Let's divvy up and pull out.
Well, that's fine with me. I don't care what the hell you do, Zeke. Give him a share. The rest of it stays in the family. Zeke? Now, look. We got those plans to stay here and wait for that stagecoach to Stockton, and we are gonna stick to our plans. $50,000? A chest full of gold?
This here will do me just fine.
Yeah, and the stagecoach is all yours, too.
Now, you heard what the man said. That boy could cause a lot of trouble. I better take a look, huh? Oh, what's happening with our sheriff?
Oh, he's been well taken care of.
Got yourself a good caretaker, huh?
I cannot read.
¿Pero qué te pasa por la cabeza, chico? Este es mudo y tú lo tomas por el culo. Ah, you don't understand, do you? Manuel here is mute, chico. He don't like you make bad jokes. You go south, muchacho. You don't find anything till you come to Iglesia Destruida in 1 mile. Then nothing for 2 more miles till Pueblo Guerrado, where the Americano Luis is living. Hey, muchacho, you are loco to run in this heat. Oh, está loco.
They're beautiful. Who are they? The sheriff's daughters?
No, they're not his. Mine. He's their uncle.
How could such an ugly SOB have 2 pretty daughters like that, huh?
I love them. Please, don't do any harm to them.
Harm? You must be kidding, old-timer. You know something? I love them as well. And I'm going to tell you just how much. Them too.
Hello? What are you looking for? Hey, what's wrong? My name is Juanita. Who are you? What is it? Why don't you talk? You have a dry throat. Come, sit down. Now, is that better? You can talk now, no? You mean you don't want to? You don't want to talk? Or you can't? My father is coming. Maybe he can get you to say something.
matter with you? You look like you've seen a ghost. You could use a meal, a bath, and a bed. A bath first, come on.
Well, I think I'll be heading on back.
We'll cross the frontier in the morning. So we'll camp here for the night.
Yeah. Well, enjoy your money. And don't spend it all in one place.
All right, Sam. Thanks.
It'll last a long time.
I think I'll take a look up there. See you around.
So long, Sam.
So long. Thanks for everything.
Rip. I may be crippled all my life, but I'll be rich.
What the hell happened?
I got duped by that goddamn kid, but now it's your turn.
Well, if you're crippled, you'll never make it alone. You'll rot here. I can help you.
Oh, no.
Here's your money.
I don't trust you anymore.
You don't trust me? Look, I only got 2 shells in my gun. Here. Now it's empty. Now you can trust me. Are you going to shoot me? Well, if you want to shoot me, go ahead. Shoot me in the legs. Go ahead, right here. Shoot me. Then we'll be even. No, wait. No, I don't want to see it.
I don't understand. You still don't talk. Is something bothering you? Or maybe it's a secret. Something you don't want to say in front of my daughter? Well, don't worry. I don't have any secrets from Juanita. You know, kid, I can go along with a man who doesn't run off at the mouth too much, but, at least you could tell me your name. Mute.
Father.
brother sent you? Must have had a lot of faith in you to trust you with this. What's wrong, Johnny? Don't you feel good?
When? No. Father, look.
In front of the church. 4 bullets or 4 men? Who did it, Johnny? Isn't there a sheriff in Juneau City? When did it happen? 2 days?
Father, listen. Listen, you're not thinking of going there, are you? But is that? Well, there's nothing anybody can do. Your going there won't help. You might end up dead, too. And well, I know you wouldn't have wanted that.
I have to go. Try and understand, Juanita. I've got to live with myself. I've got to go. You were born with that? Oh, happened when my brother, When we were kids, our father taught us how to shoot. The position of the sun, the direction of the wind, stance. 100 or more times a day we'd practice, in and out of the holster. John practiced so much he wore out dozens of holsters. Nobody could beat John to the draw. Then one day, God put a Bible in his hands instead of a gun. My story? It's a bit different. It happened in a gambling house in Abilene. That was my other life, a long time ago.
was self-defense, Sheriff. Self-defense.
Louis caught him cheating. He had these aces up his sleeve. Wherever you are, it seems there is always trouble. Jed has some mean friends in this town. I think it's high time you left.
Louis, everyone in Abilene has laid a bet on you. All their savings.
If we dust you off, there won't be one person in this town to put flowers on your grave. So we thought we'd bring you some, just in case.
How do you do, sir? My name is Mortimer, and I want to thank you, sir. I'm really indebted to you. You see, well, what I mean is, I bet all my savings on you. And thanks to you, sir, I'm a very rich man now. An amazingly rich man. And all because of you. I want to thank you, sir.
Go get your hat, mister. And don't forget your gun. There are a lot of bad people around here.
Yes. Yes, sir.
John. Five men, Louis. 5 men dead. They asked for it. I've never shot an innocent man. God judges men. How can you decide whether a man is innocent or not in a fifth of a second? What are you trying to say? It's time you stopped. Stopped and do what? Hang up my gun, I'm dead in an hour. Leave. Leave. What do you mean? Leave and go where? Where you can start a new life. The only life I know is this. So I listened to my brother, and my life has been different. But now I must do what I feel is right.
There's a bunch of men on horses coming this way. Posse.
Where?
About 2 miles out.
I'm getting out of here.
Sam said stay put.
I ain't gonna swing from no rope.
Hey, you ain't gonna swing. You haven't got a head on your shoulders.
The They can't outsmart the Claytons. Hey, Jess. See, remember that place? Dryden?
Dryden? Dryden. You mean the judge's daughters, huh? So the sheriff didn't telegraph the marshal, eh? You know, you're a liar, Judge, a double-crossing liar.
Sheriff! Sheriff!
Now go out there and get rid of them. If you want me to treat your daughter like a gentleman. Go on.
Marshal, it's me, Judge Barrett.
Hand over Jess Clayton, Judge.
When the sheriff saw you weren't coming, he decided not to keep him here. He took him to Fort Stockton.
Damn it. You hear that? After 3 days' ride, we find they've handed him over to the Army. Let's go after him anyway. I want to hang him myself.
You're a very smart man. Clayton always keeps his word.
Watch out!
I think I'm gonna get her sister.
Yeah, it's high time we all had some fun. Come on, let's go to the saloon.
Yeah, let's go, come on.
Come on, Jess.
Good idea.
No, no, no. Animals, animals, animals. We did it. Goddamn it, I told you, we did it. We had ourselves a kind of rough day, didn't we? Now let's have some fun.
I promise you, tonight we're gonna have one hell
Wow. Hey, come on, boys. There's enough women for everyone. Oh, give it to
Oh, nice.
Hold her feet down there.
Good for a little hellcat, huh?
Oh, right in it.
If this is what you want, then come and get it!
Listen here. Listen. Don't grab the lizard. Don't squeeze so tight. Lower and slower.
Get away from Sam Clayton, look at me. Look at me. Don't you recognize me? I'm the mother of your son. I'm the mother of your son.
Oh, that's a goddamn crazy woman we got here. I ain't got no son. Everybody knows I ain't got no son. Go on, Jess, have your fun.
It's the truth, Sam Clayton.
Yeah, sure it's the truth. Hey, you really are a crazy woman.
Your son.
What the hell are you talking about? What is this mother of my son story? What the hell are you talking about? Get out of here, God damn it. Who are you?
Don't you remember? A long time ago, in Dryden.
What the hell? Right.
Yes.
When Johnny come marching home again, hurrah, hurrah.
I'll never forget that day.
Lord, you were...
Yes.
You mean Johnny? I mean, why not? Why not? Johnny boy. I got a son! I got a son! Hey, Curly, Zeke, I got a son. I got a son of a gun like me. You know, I'm beginning to like him already. He's got guts. Pull a fast one on his old man out there. Yeah. I gotta find him. I gotta find Johnny. I gotta find my son.
Look up some of those folks.
Well, I can always use
I'll call that race 20.
How good of a hand do I have? I'll stay with you. What you got, sir?
I got a flush.
I had to stay. Look at this.
I'm out.
I'm going to have to go work
Darn.
sooner than I thought.
Queens and jacks. I really
May have to let the captain deal more often.
I'm really disappointed. Here you go, Boone. Appreciate it. Oh, that was a good steak, boys. That was a good meal. Now, thanks a lot. You know, I just don't think that little fellow likes me.
Well,
maybe it's because that twig I tied on his dog's tail that day or something.
Imagine that.
Now, you were talking about Shane. I forgot all about that, about how good Jack Palance was in Shane. That was one of the best bad men ever caught on film.
Yeah, and you can draw a lot of parallels between the character he plays in God's Gun and Shane.
You know, after you said that, I kind of thought about that. I thought it's almost like he's playing the same character in this one.
Yeah.
Which was one of the best bad men that ever caught on film was the character of Shane.
Yeah.
So I think maybe you're right. Maybe this is what the guy did later on. You know? Well, I don't think he did. Shane. But anyway, now. All right, let's play. Who else? I'll tell you who else in this movie that is absolutely legendary. Of course, we all know.
Oh, Sybil Danning.
Sybil Danning.
Yes.
I was thinking somebody else was Sybil Danning. Yeah.
I was thinking Lief Garrett. I thought that's who you were talking about.
All right, so going back to Lee Van Cleef.
I was talking about Richard Boone.
Well, yeah, there's Richard Boone right there. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Here's Richard Boone.
Well, he's halfway in there.
Richard Boone's about half the movie, and you know, there's of course Richard Boone. You know, he acted from the late 1940s right up all through his life, right into 1980. I think was his last role, wasn't it? Right under 80, 81. I think he passed away in 81, if I'm not mistaken. But you know, everybody remembers him from Paladin. Of course, I think he started Paladin in 57 to about 63, something like that.
It's a 6-year run.
6-year run. 6-year run.
Yeah.
And the show just absolutely took off, and everybody loved the character. And they always described it as, you know, a knight in the Old West, a knight without armor in the Old West.
Well, his character was just it was a little bit different take on your normal hero gunfighter. I mean, he was that obviously, but he played the sophisticated, cultured gentleman.
He was, and he said, you know, it was a different take. And he actually said it was kind of a ridiculous premise. He said, well, what Paladin gave him was a lot of money. And he said, you know, he said, a Paladin ended up giving me the money that in Hollywood they call go to hell money. He said so he could do whatever he wanted to do after that. And he went on to a very career as far as, you know, even Heck Ramsey, remember that?
Yep.
As part of the Mystery Theater, they used to do with McLeod and those things with, you know, every other week.
Well, early 70s.
I think it was 72 to 74 he ran in that.
You know, it's funny you mention that because the outfit he's wearing in this movie, it's the exact same outfit, isn't it?
I think it is too. I really do.
I know it's the same one he's wearing in The Shootist with John Wayne.
Same one he wore in Big J.
I was thinking that. I
Same one he
wondered
wore in
about
Big
that.
J.
I mean, it's either part of the character that he thinks works well on film, or he just liked that outfit. You're right. It works for him though. It really does.
Well, I mean, you know, there's another. You know, Glenn Ford. Glenn Ford wore the same jacket. Seemed like in every movie.
And had the same hat.
It did seem like he did. You're right.
Right. So you had a lot of Western characters that relied on the same outfit.
Well, I think it's part of their persona. The outfit becomes part of the persona.
Well, I mean, look at John Wayne. I mean, he's wearing the same thing, just better.
Right.
So yeah, that's exactly.
John Wetbarge's gun high on his hip, not in a fast draw holster like what most people did. He wore it high on his hip, wore it that way, never moved.
And a vest. He usually wore a vest, everything he did. Had that vest on. Yeah. So but it works. So yeah, it did work. Now we had you mentioned about him being in half the movie, and there's a reason for that, of course. He walked off the picture apparently. Now in 1960, or when was it made? 76. In 76, he did an interview with Army Archer, and he told Army Archer that he was making the worst movie ever made. That he had an Israeli producer who didn't speak, he had an Italian producer who didn't speak, and he said, and it wouldn't matter anyway because the director was deaf in both ears. So he walked off this picture, and that's why you'll notice that it's not even his voice. We all know what Richard Boone sounds like.
Yeah, that's not Richard Boone's voice.
He's got that rough voice, and this guy's got that real high pitched tone. So just, just kind of
you do that. So you do that very well. Very, very well.
That's my dub voice in case I go to Italy. But yeah, Richard Boone, of course, and you mentioned Sybil Danning. There's a lot you can say about Sybil Danning, but just whenever you ask somebody about Sybil Danning, they always go quiet because they're going, Sybil Danning. Yeah. Quite a woman. Now I like the role she plays.
Those things about Sybil Danning are best left unsaid.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not necessarily. I mean, we can talk about her.
No, she's got a good career, and actually, and she still looks fabulous today. She's still very much in demand. She does a lot of appearances and a lot of shows. And she's still acting. I saw, I think she actually did a cameo in one of the Tarantino pictures not long ago.
Oh. Are you talking about Grindhouse?
Yes, Grindhouse.
Okay, that was, I don't remember her name, but it was Werewolf Women of the SS. It was a short that Rob Zombie made.
And she appears in it.
And she was in it, and of all things, there was a big push to make that movie.
To have that movie made. I remember that. I remember that.
Sure was.
And she has a lot of sense of humor about her career. She knows that she's not going to be winning an Oscar anytime soon, but she has fun with her career, and her fans love what she does. You gotta love Sybil Danning.
Yes.
Now, of course, let's just mention Lief Garrett. Lief Garrett was a big-time heartthrob in the 1970s. Right up in the 80s, he had a few problems later on in his career. Now let's go back to Jack Palance.
That works.
No, I like Lief Garrett. Lief Garrett, there's a lot of women of my era who had just huge crushes on.
What era would that be?
Back when Hank Ramsey couldn't ride an automobile.
Well, he really did do a lot of TV shows. A lot of the kid shows that I remember back in the 70s. Don't laugh too hard, but there was a Saturday morning, and just a few of us are going to realize that on Saturday mornings was the only mornings you could watch cartoons. Well, there was other shows as well. One was called about a German Shepherd called Run Joe Run.
Run Joe Run.
It was, and he did that. He did Wonder Woman, which.
We talked about Sybil Danning. Let's just talk about Linda Carter too. Linda Carter, gentlemen.
Linda Carter. He's on my radar for them posters.
I remember him being in Wonder Woman, and and if I remember correctly, I don't remember the name of the song, but I think he had a hit record. And I remember at one time you'd walk in, and every single magazine of that era, with Tiger beating all those, there would be Lief Garrett. And
can't understand him, but he was.
He was. They loved him. Now, and mention Sybil Danning. I think I might have told you this. One of our producers, Todd Burrows, actually got me a picture signed by Sybil Danning. It's hanging right in my office.
Good for you. Good for you.
I'm very proud of it.
I think I remember the song.
What was it?
The Do Run Run? The old was it the old Rondell Street?
That's exactly what it was. Should we take his man card now?
I think so.
Hey, no. You can talk to my older brother. My older brothers won't have that.
Well, let's get back to the picture, and we hope you're enjoying it, and we hope you're having fun just like we are. Let's play, boys. What do we got here?
We got.
Who's back? I gotta see what this man has.
I tell you, it seems like you struck it lucky on this hand. I'm gonna let you two fight it out.
I think I might. Let me see. I think I might take 3.
What for you?
I'm good.
All right, man, standing back.
I think I might take my money back.
I'd say it's a good thing we know where everybody's guns are.
It'll cost you. I got a brand new gold piece.
That's off the road. I got one of those too. And I'll, where's your tune?
I'm used to you fleecing me here, Mr. Wardell.
Hey, my sleeves are rolled up. Nothing's gonna be
I'll
falling.
call you. What do you got?
Aces and kings.
Let's get back to the movie. Well, now God's Gun with Lee Van Cleef and Jack Palance here on Draw Western Roundup. Well, I'm a little bit bored than I was a while ago.
Well, at least you've already had supper.
That's all.
Oh, I should have
Johnny, it's time to spread God's word. And I won't need that. Now I want you to help me the way you helped my brother.
Come on, get out of here, all of you. Come on, out! Out! Get out! Hey, Frank! Go get the money!
What about the stagecoach?
I said go get the money! Johnny! I know you're out there someplace. Now, come on! It's me, it's your pop!
No, don't say that. Don't let Johnny know you're his father. He's the only thing I have. I've tried to raise him to be a good boy, and if he finds out, it'll destroy him.
Shut up! Johnny's my son. He's my son, and he takes after me. Alone out there in the desert, he fooled 3 of my best men, almost killed one of them. Oh, he's a Clayton, all right. He's got my blood in his veins.
He's the only good thing I got in my rotten life. Sam, please, I beg of you, don't take him away from me.
Shut up. Oh, my God. He's come back! He's come back! Who's come back? Who's come back? The priest! The priest! Come on. Let's go. Fell because he was drunk. Zeke, get the money. The church. They're back. Go on, Red, behind the wagon.
Money's not there.
Red, you go see what's happening. You too, Jess. Stay there.
What do you think you're doing? I told you I didn't need that.
Honey! Come on out of there! You hear me, boy? Come on out or I'll kill your mother! I mean it, Johnny!
Johnny, get up on a horse. Zeke, let's go, come on. Come on, Zeke, let's go.
I want that money.
Don't be a fool, let's go.
Well, girls, I think it's all over.
Sam? Sam! Sam! Hold it! Hold it or fire! I'll kill you! Hold it!
Take a drink. Go ahead. Now you, I'm gonna hang you at the end of a rope. Move your ass. Move it!
Hey, old buddy, not too far from the border now.
Hey, Brother George, why the heck are we going to Mexico?
Why? Well, Willie, 'cause back there's nothing but death and destruction. And in Mexico, there's gold, silver, and those lovely brown-skinned girls.
Sure glad I asked.
Come on.
Wait!
That's where we're going.
Johnny! Johnny!
Look up there, Johnny. You know what those crosses are? This is an old abandoned mission, and that's a cemetery. I got a surprise for you. Come on. You know, Johnny, some people are born poor as church mice, and others are rolling in money. There. Now look here. Look what we got. We got $50,000, Johnny. All ours, kid. Yeah. $50,000 all in one pile. Bet you never seen so much money, have you? We're gonna enjoy the rest of our lives together, Johnny. Look, it's all ours. You know, Johnny, out there is Mexico. I always wanted to go there someday. To Mexico, maybe somewhere down near the sea. Yeah. But I always kept putting it off, and you know why? Yeah, I'll tell you why, Johnny. I'll tell you why. It was because of my nephews. Zeke, and then Jess, and then Red. None of them. They wouldn't agree. And listen, I'll tell you something. I ain't getting no younger. Time just goes by, and then one day you just get older, and suddenly you find yourself all alone.
You deserve to be alone.
You shut up. She don't know nothing, Johnny. She don't understand.
Clayton!
Father John was my brother. Mine is the vengeance, saith the Lord.
Here. Here. Look. It's yours. Here. Here. It's all yours. All $50,000! It's yours! It's all yours! You understand? $50,000! I got some more in this bag here! No!
You take care of that, Johnny.
Louis! I'll put the gun back in the church!
Die, 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 mon love.
All of you put something in the pile. Fellas, I don't know if I can play with a kid.
Oh, we'll just let him play for
He's
fun.
good. He's good.
I guess he's not playing for fun.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, he can
Captain,
play.
if you wanna back him, then That's fair enough.
All right. Whose bet is it, boys? How come he got the game right at the end of the hand?
Don't pick on him. He's got that. He's gonna cut you.
I was gonna say, I don't think this is more likely. But folks, did you enjoy the movie? We really did. It's been a long evening. We've been playing a lot of cards. I liked it. I thought it was a pretty good movie. For spaghetti western, it was pretty good. Now, as I said, it had kind of its faults here and there. I think I'll take. What are you gonna take?
I'll take it, too. 2 for you.
You know, the director, like I said, is kind of a little out of his norm to do different things. How many do you want there, young fella? How many cards you want? How many does he want there, Captain?
Let me see what you got. He'll take 2.
All right, 2 for the kid.
Raise that up there. That one up there. That one right there.
I don't know about this over here.
No.
I'll take 3, sir.
3?
But I thought the director did a fine job. There were some things about the movie that kind of are a little twist and turns that you're not used to seeing.
Yeah, the ending is special. The ending is special. It surprised me. It was almost like he was kind of going for redemption at the end. You better quit looking over his cards. He's got that knife.
You mean the Jack Palance character?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
I thought it was interesting how Jack Palance, they kind of, as bad as he was in the movie, as bad as his character was, they gave him a saving grace at the end. When he found out he had a son, he tried to buy the son's freedom and his freedom, right? With the money. But
now, like you said, there's a chance that he had to go for his gun.
Lee Van Cleef Classic thought he was going for the gun.
Well, that was when the boy, Lief Garrett, when he finally talked again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. Did I miss something? How come Lief Garrett's character went mute about halfway through the movie? Did I miss it?
Well, the way I took it was seeing the priest character killed was such a shock. It just caused him to.
All you can assume, they never tell you. You just assume that the trauma was more than
the trauma is what did it. You know, I must have been losing a hand and looking down when that happened.
one of the plot holes that you might say.
Yeah, one of the plot holes. And you know, and the director, like I said, what was that guy's name again?
Frank Kramer.
Okay, Frank Kramer. That's so much easier. Frank Kramer did a fine job in it, but I kind of wonder, like I said, if there wasn't something else, some other dynamic going on during the filming to that. Because there was a few things that you're not used to seeing in one of his movies. There's a few, I know he was credited as one of the writers of the screenplay and the story. So I wonder if there wasn't maybe a rush to get this shot a little quicker than normal. Because everybody in it was hot that time. Yeah. You know, Lief Garrett was hot as he could be. Lee Van Cleef was still in great demand. So I wonder if this movie wasn't, put out pretty quickly to cash in on the spaghetti western thing that was really on the wane at that time in '76. In my opinion, they went on to late '70s, but
I was surprised at the quality of the soundtrack, and I thought it would be better in a movie made in '76. I thought some of the earlier spaghetti westerns were much better.
And we're so used to that rich sound, and and the way the guns sound. Yes. It does have. We're not knocking the movie. It does have some wonderful qualities to it. But there were a few things that just weren't quite up to the good, bad, the ugly, which not many things are.
True.
Well, I mean, at least think about this. You had those 3 powerhouse actors. I mean, and then they were. You had Emmy nominee, Oscar nominee, Oscar winner. And for some reason, it just, like you said, there had to be something in the background. That
maybe it's what Richard Boone said. maybe you had too many producers and not enough directors. Now, what do you got, sir?
Well, I hate to tell you, fellas, I got 4 aces.
What do you have there, little fella? Let's see.
Well, I figured he had the winning hand, to be honest.
Let's see what you got. Look at your cards. What's he got, Captain?
Let me see.
Let's see if you lost all the captain's money.
He shouldn't have, considering he had 3 kings.
3 kings?
Well, just a little short.
Well, you know what, though? At least I got to say, I'm at least leaving with a little bit of money this time. How about you, Captain? You still got a few dollars left on you?
I do.
So we got to see a good movie. I really enjoyed it. You guys' company, had a great time. That steak was wonderful. Little boy didn't cut me. I think all in all, it's been a good day. What do you all think?
I'd say you're right.
I think it has been a good day.
Well, fellas, great playing with you again.
You too.
Glad you didn't cut me. And we're glad you all had a chance to join us for Draw Western Roundup. Make sure to come back again, join us at the table, and we'll watch another classic spaghetti western or just a regular, good old-fashioned American western. You know what I was thinking about maybe watching sooner or later, guys? We got Audie Murphy, we got Randolph Scott, Alan Ladd. There's just a lot to choose from, and we're going to try to watch as many as we can here on Draw Western Roundup. Happy trails.
Happy trails.
It was a good game, boys.
Well, I'm gonna come back a little bit more than I had when I left.
Knife up.
No.